What's up, guys? New Hope Cuts here. It is on a Tuesday afternoon. I'm inside the shop. It's raining outside. It's supposed to be raining tomorrow or tonight, tomorrow, then getting out of here on late Thursday, Friday, back to the sunshine on Saturday. So got my properties lined up around that schedule. We'll see what happens. If it breaks early, I get out earlier. But hey, couple updates. One is around the XD zero turn and the drive belt. I forgot to post an update to you guys, but long story short, got the mower back, got the belts replaced on them. Originally, I was just doing the drive belt, but based on the comments and feedback I had, I went ahead and let the shop replace both of the belts. Still got my backup belt. The belts were the original ones on there, and I ended up just saying, biting the bullet, say, hey, go ahead and replace the belts, both belts, the PTO and the drive belt. So all of that's done, tuned up, ready to go, no problem. So went out, did a couple yards, it mowed perfectly, no problems. Wow, that rain is really about to kick off here. But anyway, got a new toy. I want to turn around and show you. Let me do that. This is a blade sharpener. Now, before I go too in depth with this, right? If you recall last season, I got this guy, which was let me turn it around here. So you can see it. It's called the Yellow Blade Sharpener. I used it last season. It was great. No issues. The only knock I have about it is having to remember how I had this position. So I had to mark it up and kind of finagle with it to make sure that it's right on this side. The gap is right, all that kind of stuff. But it performed great last week. Saved me a bunch of money on getting blade sharpened and time. But I want to show you this guy I got off of Amazon, which is, it is not the All-American Blade Sharpener. If you guys have been following my channel, I'm a big advocate of using products that are not always name brand, but work just as well as the name brand ones out there, right? But this is the blade sharpener. If you look at it, it's very similar to the All-American Blade Sharpener. They're all over. People manufacture similar products, put them out on the popular buying sites, eBay, Amazon, all that kind of stuff. I caught this one. The All-American is, I think, $200, $300. This one was like $117 to the front door. I just got it. It came in some good boxes, packaged real good. Came with a set of instructions, and they were pretty easy to set up. So here is my setup here, and I'm gonna walk around. I'm still debating about where I want to mount this. I don't want to mount it on my cabinet. Also on my table here. I want to have it out the way. And so it came with, and it talks about in the instructions, you can screw it to the side of a tabletop, screw it to the back, mount it in that direction, or you can use a vice grip to mount it in there. And so I have mounted it in the vice grip, got it secured, and it worked just fine. I got my, let me back up here. This is kind of hard, guys, so be patient with me. But this is my grinder that I have set up on it. And it was real easy to do, right? This piece, when it come to me in the box, the only thing I had to put together was these 2 screws. This arm was already put in here, and this piece here was already on here. I just had to get the piece that works for my grinder, and they send you a bag based on the grind that you have. Some of them work for different grinders, right? So that piece screws in here. I'm gonna try to do this. Hopefully I can get it. But here, this piece here, if you can tell, it slides in this sleeve, slides out that sleeve. So I went through, put that on there, set that up. Again, a lot of that is in the instruction. It's really foolproof. Now, just for the record, so I didn't waste a whole lot of time, I went through and grinded or sharpened this blade. I had to go on the back, and if you can see here, it's got the multiple angles on here, right? You can do a 15 degree all the way to 45. Really, it is pretty much identical to the All-American blade sharpener that's out there today. It has all of that. So I'm gonna try to come in here. I'm gonna do this with one hand, by the way. I don't know how I'm gonna tighten this up, but I'm using so all I did was slide it in there and tighten it up, set it down in between these 2 or 4 guides and tighten it up. And so it's in there. So now it's ready to sharpen. So this was a set that I recently took off and replaced with a pair of high lifts. I threw a pair of high lifts on the XD this week. So now, again, I'm going to try to do this one-handed. So I'm gonna crank up my grinder, and then I'm gonna try to see that. I'm gonna make another pass, and another pass. And another pass. And one more. Okay. And so you get the gist of it, right? And so if you see, yeah, that's pretty sharp. Pretty sharp. Pretty sharp. So that's the gist of this sharpener, right? It works, and then at that point, I can unscrew this, flip it around, do the same thing, and obviously I got my little balancer, balance the blade. I've always read on YouTube where it's important to balance the blades after you sharpen them to make sure that they're good. So again, this is on eBay, and These are the instructions for it. I can post a link to where I bought it from on eBay. I bought this one, not sponsored by anybody. Spent my own hard-earned money to use this product. So far, I've liked it. I think it's a little bit easier than this guy. This guy worked for me, no problem. I just wanted to try something different, so I went for this blade sharpener. So tell me what you guys think about it, what you've seen so far. I hadn't made up my mind yet. I put it in the vise. This is a little bit higher than what I want to sharpen at, so I may build some sort of concoction a little bit lower than the table so that I can set up on doing this a little bit lower, right? So we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. I'm going to do an update mid-season, let you know how things are working with it. But yeah, tell me what you think about it, guys. For the ones who are using the All-American blade sharpeners, not knocking that. This was a fraction of the cost of the All-American. Looks like it's going to work out for me, but appreciate your feedback. Again, hey, New Hope Cuts here, guys. Keep cutting.